One more note on the Sessions hearing. This is actually didn't happen in the hearing. It was reported out. It was reported first, I think, by BuzzFeed, that Coretta Scott King had written a letter opposing Jeff Sessions' ascension to the federal judiciary in 1986. And it was a story because no one could find record of the letter. It was sent to the committee, but apparently Strom Thurmond decided not to put it into the record. Pretended that she never sent the letter. But the Washington Post ended up getting it. It's a 9-page letter. So it has a lot of reasons. But let me read a little bit from the front cover page. Anyone who has used the power of his office as United States Attorney to intimidate and chill the free exercise of the ballot by citizens should not be elevated to our courts. Mr. Sessions has used the awesome powers of his office. Remember, he was the U.S. Attorney in Alabama. Mr. Sessions has used the awesome powers of his office in a shabby attempt to intimidate and frighten elderly black voters. For this reprehensible conduct, he should not be rewarded with a federal judgeship. I'm obviously not going to put words into Coretta Scott King's mouth, but I imagine she would also feel that he shouldn't be rewarded with the Attorney General slot. She wrote, his ascension to the federal bench simply cannot be allowed to happen, saying that he pursued politically motivated voting fraud prosecutions, saying he lacked the temperament, fairness, and judgment to be a federal judge. And his conduct in prosecuting civil rights leaders raises serious questions about his commitment to the protection of voting rights of all American citizens. The irony of Mr. Sessions' nomination is that if confirmed, he will be given life tenure for doing with a federal prosecution what the local sheriffs accomplished 20 years ago with clubs and cattle prods. I believe his confirmation would have a devastating effect not only on the judicial system in Alabama, but also on the progress we've made toward fulfilling my husband's dream. That's pretty serious.
It's damning.
Chuck Grassley had not previously released a letter, which committee rules grant him the sole authority to reveal. But it was never entered into the congressional record by Strom Thurmond back in the day. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.